In this piece I found everything a musician could wish for in music and life. Love, passion, sincerity, nostalgia, hope and joy. Every time I perform it, it transforms me, my music making, but also myself. This transformation was reflected in my book, Kiss Me Again, A Memoir of Elgar in Unusual Places, which is being launched as an audiobook now together with the recording of the concerto. We wanted to capture the emotions of a live performance, but with the absolute best sound quality of a studio recording. So we are releasing it as a super audio CD, the best we can produce on our digital age, but also on vinyl, capturing the nostalgic sounds from the past. Who said you can't have the best of the past and the present coming out of my violin? In 2015, while browsing through scores in a bookstore, I came across a score of Elgar's Violin Concerto that once belonged to Sir Henry Wood, the famous conductor who recorded this, one of my favorite versions of this piece, with Albert Salmons on the violin. What followed were 5 years of performing this piece in places around Eastern Europe where this piece either had very rarely or never been performed before. And this recording reflects everything I've learned in the process. We recorded in Moscow in the famous Mosfilm studios with Musica Viva Ensemble, a chamber music group of virtuoso musicians dedicated to promoting and recording chamber works on a grand scale. Our producer, Pavel Lavranenkov, translated brilliantly our vision for the recording. I'm honored to have shared some of the journey and made this recording with conductor Alexander Walker, who in 2018 was rewarded the prestigious Elgar Medal by the Elgar Society of Great Britain for his work promoting the works of the great composer around the world.
Elgar's Violin Concerto is a work on an enormous scale. It's really a symphony for violin and orchestra, and yet at the same time, from start to finish, there's a tremendous amount of chamber music within it. Alda is a violinist of great sincerity and warmth, and like many great musicians, there's a great simplicity in her playing. And it's certainly true that the more we have performed this work together, the deeper our understanding of it has become.
In 2018, I performed Elgar in the Cadogan Hall with Alexander Walker as conductor and launched the book, Kiss Me Again, A Memoir of Elgar in Unusual Places. As we were preparing for our recording in Moscow in 2019, we thought it would be a good idea to launch the book as an audiobook and create a special edition set with the audiobook CDs and the SACD of the recording to give the audience a more complete experience. There is no doubt this has been an emotional and transformative journey for me. What started as a love letter to Elgar and his music ended up being a cathartic experience that helped me make peace with my former self. I wrote about Elgar, but also about my journey to Albania, the country of my birth, and Romania, the country I spent my formative years. And along the way, I captured the adventures in the life of a traveling musician. The audiobook recording happened during lockdown. What seemed like an improvised scenario might be just the coolest thing that could have happened. I read the book myself out of doors with birds singing in the background. It was another serendipitous moment. It was as if Elgar had demanded this. There is not a single day I'm not thankful to him for changing my life.